Hello everyone, welcome once again to biology session and for class 8. Since we started chapter 4, that is circulatory system, so in the previous video, that is video part 1, we had started this chapter explaining the circulatory system, where we learned about the vascular system, the blood vascular system, the different kinds of blood vessels, okay, their main functions. All these we learned in the previous video. Even the blood groups, the blood transfusion, just for a quick revision, go through those points and then you can relate the terms, okay. So in this video we are going to discuss about the heart now. Since we have already started this chapter with the circulatory system and we know the involvement of the heart, so we'll begin this video and we'll begin this class with the structure of heart. Now let's learn about the external features of heart. External features means when we study the heart externally, बाहर से अगर हम पढ़ते हैं हार्ट को, तो how does our heart look like? Okay, so first of all we learn about the heart. What is the heart? How the heart looks like? We know that like other organs in our body, the heart is also a muscular organ, roughly of the shape and size of a closed fist. Now what is fist? Muthi. The size of your own fist. This is the same, the size and the shape of the heart. It is located between the lungs. It is centrally placed between the lungs with its tip pointing towards the left. Means the size of the heart is the size of the fist. Okay. It is centrally placed between the two lungs, but the left side, since the shape is bit tapered, okay, so the pointed end of the heart, the tapered end of the heart is towards the left. So often you might feel the beat towards the left side, okay. So the position of the heart is between the lungs, but still we feel the beat towards the left side. So that is because of the shape of the heart, which is slightly tilted, which is slightly towards the left side of the lungs. Now the space between, we know that the heart, since it is an organ, so it is covered, it is protected by a double membraned bag called the pericardium. Now what is the pericardium, children? Pericardium is the membranous covering that surrounds the heart, and the space between the membranes is filled with pericardial fluid. Now see, look at the terms pericardium and pericardial fluid. Pericardium is the covering that surrounds the heart, that covers the heart, since it has got several layers. So between the layers, in between the layers, the space is filled with a fluid. So that fluid is known as pericardial fluid, which functions as a shock absorber, a kind of protection, a kind of cushioning it gives to the heart to reduce the friction. Since the heart keeps on beating throughout the life, so there should be no friction, just to prevent. So it functions as a shock absorber. An adult's heart measures about 12 centimeter in length and 9 centimeter in breadth and weighs about 300 grams. So the size of the heart is exactly in human adult, you will see the length is 12 centimeter, the breadth is 9 centimeter, and the weight of the heart is 300 grams. As you know, the heart is made up of specialized muscles called cardiac muscles. Now you might have studied about the different types of muscles in the previous classes. So apart from those muscles like the skeletal muscles, the voluntary muscles, the involuntary muscles, similarly the cardiac muscle is a specialized muscle which is involuntary in nature, and this muscle makes the heart. The heart is made up of these muscles which are known as cardiac muscles. These work without rest, means they never get tired. These cardiac muscles, they are involuntary in nature, they keeps on functioning, okay, and they keep on working day and night throughout the life without any rest, and never gets tired, and keep the heart functional throughout life. So the heart pumps an average of 5 liters of blood per minute. Just imagine, so small in size, okay, and see the function that 5 liters of blood per minute it is pumping. Now, since we studied about the external features, how the heart looks like, what is the covering, what is the shape of the heart, where is the heart located, so all these points please keep in mind. You have to learn very deeply, okay, because these things you are going to learn in the higher classes also, okay. So you should have this idea and the basic concept should be clear. Now here we are going to learn about the internal structure of a heart. Now you can see, since the shape you studied, the external features you studied, okay, now just take a pause and just look at the diagram here which is displayed on the screen. Just pause for a while and we'll learn slowly, okay. One by one we'll learn the different parts of the heart. So this is the internal view of the heart. Now right on the top we can see some tube like structures, right? So it is mentioned, it is labeled that these are the branches of pulmonary artery. Can you see the difference in the color? Children, these are not the, actually this is not the color which is depicted in the diagram. Just to make you understand, just to show the different features, different functions, their locations. So these colors have been put, okay. Now we can see here vena cava. Can you see on the top? You can see one set of vein coming from the anterior end, that is the superior vena cava. The another set is towards the lower end, that is inferior vena cava, if you see towards the left side of the diagram. Now with so many features you can see that the direction of the arrow shows the direction of the flow of the blood, okay. So this is the superior vena cava which is shown in blue in color towards the anterior end. Towards the posterior end, जो lower end में है वो inferior vena cava है आपका. Now these chambers of the heart. Now let me tell you, human heart is 4 chambered. जो हमारा heart होता है वो 4 chambers होते हैं उसके. Means there are 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. So 2 auricles you can see on upper side. So the auricle which is towards the right side of your body, that is the right auricle, it is mentioned in the diagram also. And the auricle which is towards the left side of your body, that is the left auricle. Just come down, lower part you see. The part which is towards the right side is the right ventricle. The part which is towards the left side is the left ventricle. So these different chambers, actually there are 4 chambers. So upper 2 chambers are the auricles and the lower 2 chambers are the ventricle. Now these auricles and ventricles, they are separated by valves, okay, septum, and in between these 2 chambers, like right auricle and right ventricle, there is a valve present. So towards the right side, if you see in the diagram, between the right auricle and between the right ventricle, there is a valve named tricuspid valve. So please read carefully and understand what is this tricuspid valve. Children, these valves, actually these are the structures, flap like structures present in between the auricles and the ventricles, even in the arteries, even in the, okay, so blood vessels. So these valves, the main function of these valves are to prevent the backflow of the blood. Now what is backflow? Means once the heart is receiving the blood from any part of the body, the blood should not go back again, okay. Suppose the auricles are the chambers that receives the blood. Then the auricles, they are sending to the ventricles. So while receiving, the blood should not go back. So for this the valves are present. So when the blood is brought to another chamber, the valves closes, okay. When it has to be pour the blood in the another chamber, the valve opens. Now when the blood is poured completely, the valve closes. So this is the main function of the valve. So there are 2 different kinds of valves present here. In the right side of the heart, there is the tricuspid valve. In the left side of the heart, that is the bicuspid valve, okay. Now there are some more valves that you will learn later on, okay. Now these are the different, now on the top you can see the branches of the pulmonary artery. So pulmonary artery, from where is it originating? From the ventricle, the right ventricle. So can you see the opening of the pulmonary artery towards the right ventricle? So when the ventricle receives the blood, it pumps that blood to the pulmonary artery, and then the pulmonary artery takes away blood from the heart. Okay, similarly towards the left side, you see towards the right side of the left side of the part, you see the where the left ventricle and left auricle are there. Can you see the opening of the artery? That is the aorta. It is mentioned aorta. Aorta is the major artery, so it is known as aorta, systemic aorta. Now this aorta, now since in the previous video, in the previous, that when we started, we had learned about the different functions of the artery and the veins, isn't it? You had also seen the structure, that how the artery looks like, how the veins they look like. Okay, so the main function of artery is to carry the blood away from the heart, means heart से blood को बाहर निकालना है. The function of the vein is to receive the blood, to bring the blood and bring it to the heart. So this difference you should remember, then you'll be able to understand. So let's move now. Now the blood circulation, the most important point here, the topic, since we are learning the circulatory system, so we need to know about the blood circulation. Now children, let me tell you, the blood is circulating in the entire body, and the organ that pumps the blood, that receives the blood and again pumps back, that is the heart. Now how does the heart perform all these functions? Of course by means of the blood vessels. Now let's see here, let's learn here that how the heart is regulating all these functions. Since the heart pumps the blood, it regulates the circulation by pumping blood and thus causing it to move through the vessels. Vessels means blood vessels. The constant pumping action of the cardiac muscle keeps the blood circulation going. Since the heart is all the time beating, no, the muscles are moving, no, so this constant pumping action of the cardiac muscles keeps the blood circulating, keeps the blood going. Okay, put simply, the heart pumps oxygenated blood received from the lungs to the rest of the body and deoxygenated blood from the rest of the body to the lungs. Means the oxygenated means oxygen is involved in the blood. Deoxygenated means carbon dioxide is involved in the blood. Oxygen is not present in the blood. So absence of oxygen in the blood will show deoxygenated, and the presence of oxygen in the blood will show oxygenated blood. So when the heart receives the blood from one side of the in the auricles, that blood is deoxygenated, means the oxygen is lacking there. There is no oxygen in that blood. When different parts of the body, the blood is being collected and it is brought to the heart, that blood, the category of the blood is deoxygenated. Now what happens? The heart receives the deoxygenated blood, it sends to the lungs. Now what is the purpose of sending the blood to the lungs? To get oxygen. Why? Because we are breathing in. While breathing, we are taking in oxygen, we are bringing it to the lungs, and it gets stored in the lungs for a while. But in the meantime, the blood comes, surrounds all the air sacs which is present in the lungs, and then the gaseous exchange takes place. So during gaseous exchange, what happens? The carbon dioxide which is brought in the lungs through the blood vessels, through the blood, is poured in the, is a kind of gaseous diffusion takes place. Okay, the give and take, no, gaseous exchange takes place. Means जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ब्लड के थ्रू हमारे लंग्स तक पहुंचता है, तो वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड हमारे लंग्स के एयर सैक्स में वो स्टोर्ड हो जाते हैं, एंड देन इन देयर वहाँ से ऑक्सीजन जो है वो पिक्ड अप हो जाते हैं. तो एक तरह का एक्सचेंज होता है हमारे एल्वियोलाइज, जो आपने पहले भी क्लासेस में पढ़े होंगे रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम में, तो उसमें जो हमारे लंग्स में छोटे छोटे टाइनी एयर सैक्स हैं, उन एयर सैक्स में जब हम सांस लेते हैं तो एयर गेट्स फिल्ड इन दोज पॉकेट्स. ओके, सो व्हाइल द एयर गेट्स फिल्ड, सो इट traps the oxygen there. Okay, and then the blood comes and then it traps, the diffusion takes place, and what there is the exchange of gas between the blood and the air alveoli. Okay, so this is what the gaseous exchange. Now the blood passes twice through the heart to complete one cycle. Means एक सेट होता है जो हार्ट टू लंग्स और फिर लंग्स टू हार्ट, तो वन साइकिल हुआ. मतलब डिफरेंट पार्ट से बॉडी से हार्ट ने ब्लड रिसीव किया, फिर उसको वो लंग्स में भेजता है ऑक्सीजन लेने के लिए, फिर लंग्स उसको ऑक्सीजन दे के वापस भेजता है हार्ट में, तो एक राउंड हुआ, वन साइकिल. ओके, एंड फाइनली वापस हार्ट इज सेंडिंग टू द एंटायर बॉडी, सो दिस इज अनदर साइकिल. सो हाउ मेनी राउंड्स द हार्ट हैज़ टू कंप्लीट? 2 rounds. So these, since the blood passes twice through the heart to complete one cycle, this type of circulation is called double circulation. And how to define a double circulation? Is a system that has two circuits: the systemic circulation, which is performed by the aorta, and the pulmonary circulation, which is performed by the lungs. Means it is between the heart to the lungs, and systemic circulation is between the heart to the other parts of the body. Now, the systemic circulation carries blood to and from the entire body or system, while the pulmonary circulation carries blood to the lungs and back to the heart. Now, let us now study the circulation of blood in greater detail. तो ये तो एक जनरल एक प्रोसेस है जो हार्ट के थ्रू जो सर्कुलेशन होता है. तो इसमें मेनली व्हाट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर, डबल सर्कुलेशन. डबल सर्कुलेशन मीन्स वंस द हार्ट हैज़ टू रिसीव द ब्लड फ्रॉम द डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी, फाइनली व्हेन इट गेट्स ऑक्सीजनेटेड, जब एक्सचेंज हो जाता है, ऑक्सीजन हमारे ब्लड में आ चुका है, अब उस ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड को हमें बॉडी में सर्कुलेट कराना है, भेजना है, ट्रांसपोर्ट करना है. सो दिस इज हाउ द सर्कुलेशन टेक्स प्लेस. नाउ द हार्ट बीट एंड इट्स कंट्रोल. आपको पता है कि आपकी हमारी हार्ट, हमारा जो है बीट, हाउ द बीट ओरिजिनेट्स, हाउ डज द हार्ट बीट. ओके, सो जस्ट फॉर योर नॉलेज आई वुड लाइक टू टेल यू, विल नो दैट हाउ मेनी टाइम्स द हार्ट बीट्स इन अ डे. हाउ मेनी टाइम्स? नियरली 1,03,680 टाइम्स इन अ डे आवर हार्ट बीट्स. 24 घंटे में आपको पता है कि हमारा हार्ट जो है वो 1,03,680 टाइम्स जो है बीट करता है इन अ डे. एंड स्टेप्स ऑफ अ हार्ट बीट को हम कार्डियक साइकिल बोलते हैं. और एक्चुअली दिस टॉपिक इज़ नॉट मैंशनड इन योर चैप्टर, यू विल लर्न इन द हायर क्लास, बट स्टिल फॉर योर नॉलेज यू शुड नो. यू नो हाउ द हार्ट बीट्स. फर्स्ट द हार्ट एक्सपैंड्स. ओके, जो है हार्ट के दो फेजेस होते हैं. जो बीट होती है हमारी, ये दो फेजेस में होता है. एक होता है बीट होगा जब हार्ट विल एक्सपैंड, एक होता है व्हेन द हार्ट विल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. तो एक्सपैंड, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, एक्सपेंशन, कंट्रैक्शन. सो जो एक्सपेंशन फेज है चिल्ड्रन, दिस इज़ नोन एज द डायस्टोल फेज, एंड जो कंट्रैक्शन फेज है उसको बोलते हैं सिस्टोल फेज. बस आपको ये ध्यान रखना है कि ये दो फेजेस होते हैं. एक्सपेंशन फेज ऑफ द हार्ट चैम्बर्स को हम डायस्टोल बोलते हैं, और contraction phase of the heart chambers, that is known as systole. Just for your knowledge you should keep in mind, then only you will be able to understand. Now how does a heart beat? अब इतना पढ़ा आपने हार्ट के बारे में, सर्कुलेशन ऐसे होता है, इस तरीके से हार्ट पंप करता है. तो लिटिल बिट वी शुड नो दैट हाउ डज a heart beat. Okay, like already I told you that the heart, the cardiac muscle is an involuntary muscle. इसका किसी के ऊपर, इसका किसी का भी इसके ऊपर कंट्रोल नहीं है. It keeps on working, functioning lifetime, throughout the life, keeps alive, okay, keeps on and never gets tired. So unlike the skeletal muscles, the cardiac muscle generate their own electrical signal. जैसे आपने पढ़ा है वॉलंट्री एंड इनवॉलंट्री, नो, तो वॉलंट्री होता है जिसके ऊपर हमारा कमांड होता है, कंट्रोल होता है. हम जब चाहें वी कैन स्टॉप, वी कैन मूव, वट एवर. सो दीज आर अंडर आर कंट्रोल. वेर एज इनवॉलंट्री, देर आर सर्टेन इनवॉलंट्री मसल्स इन आवर बॉडी which are not under our control. Similarly, the cardiac muscle, this is also a kind of involuntary which has no control, and it keeps on functioning on their own, and it signal जो है, स्टिमुलेशन जो होता है सिग्नल, इसका कार्डियक मसल अपना जनरेट करता है. ओन सिग्नल दे जनरेट and stimulate them to contract. The electrical signal that stimulates the cardiac muscle to contract is generalized by a specialized group of cardiac muscles called the sinoatrial node. Children, please remember, this is very important topic, very important term, you should know about it. Generally what happens, no, in since you are very small now, so you cannot go to the depth of it, okay, in details so much, but still for your knowledge I would like to tell you. जैसे कुछ लोगों में जैसे कभी हार्ट में कोई प्रॉब्लम आती है, कुछ भी इस तरीके का कॉम्प्लिकेशन होता है, तो जो हमारा जो ऐसे नोड है जिसको हम पेस मेकर भी बोल सकते हैं आप इसको, है ना. तो आपने सुना होगा हमारे बड़े बुज़ुर्ग पहले जैसे कि जनरली ये सर्जरी होती है तो क्या होता है, जब हमारा ये जब हार्ट हमारा इलेक्ट्रिकल सिग्नल रिसीव नहीं कर पाता है, ये अपना जनरेट नहीं कर पाता है, तो उस डिवाइस को एक हम आर्टिफिशियल डिवाइस को इम्प्लांट करते हैं जिसको हम पेसमेकर बोलते हैं, ठीक है। तो आर्टिफिशियल डिवाइस है, लेकिन यहाँ पे हमारे हार्ट का अपना खुद का डिवाइस है जो इनबिल्ट है, और उसको बोलते हैं साइनो एट्रियल नोड। एक्चुअली क्या है, स्पेशलाइज्ड ग्रुप ऑफ कार्डियक मसल सेल्स है ना, इसी को हम ऐसे नोड या साइनो एट्रियल नोड भी से, ओके। And where is the position of it? It is situated in the upper wall of the right atrium. And these cardiac muscle cells electrically stimulate other cardiac muscles to contract in a continuous rhythm. Thus, a wave of contraction starts from one point in the wall of the heart and spreads throughout the heart. Means कुल मिलाकर क्या है कि जो बीट का जो जनरेट होता है ना, जो पेसमेकर है हमारा, it initiates the beat of the heart. ओके, इट रेगुलेट्स एंड इनिशिएट्स द बीट ऑफ द हार्ट। सो मेन फंक्शन हमारा पेसमेकर का, साइनो एट्रियल नोड का यही है कि ये सब जगह से इनिशिएट करता है इलेक्ट्रिकल सिग्नल टू स्टिमुलेट द कार्डियक मसल टू कंट्रैक्ट एंड एक्सपैंड इन अ कंटिन्यूअस रिदम, ओके। सो दिस इज व्हाट, so the sinoatrial node is also called the primary pacemaker of the heart, and this pacemaker actually controls the speed and rhythm of the heartbeat. It would be like function and all, the functional point इसका क्या है pacemaker का, कि जो स्पीड है और रिदम है हार्ट बीट का, इट कंट्रोल्स दैट, ओके। द इलेक्ट्रिकल सिग्नल स्प्रेड्स फ्रॉम द एसे नोड टू द वॉल्स ऑफ द एट्रिया। एट्रिया मीन्स एट्रियम, जो ऊपर के चैम्बर्स थे उसको एट्रिया बोलते हैं। एंड स्टिमुलेट्स देम टू कंट्रैक्ट। मीन्स आपको पता है, अभी मैंने इसलिए आपको बताया कि आपके बुक में मेंशन नहीं है, चैप्टर में मेंशन नहीं है, बट the teacher should explain you, okay। So sometimes something extra we are just explaining just for your better understanding and for your knowledge. See, the same thing has come now, that जो contraction होता है, expansion होता है different chambers का, तो that is because of the electrical signal जो वहाँ generate हुआ, और ये spread होता है हमारे walls में, atria हो या ventricles हो, तो इस तरीके से heart में beats जो है generate करने के लिए, ठीक है। Now from there the signal travels to the atrioventricular node, फिर AV node में ये आता है at the interatrial septum. Now where is the interatrial septum? जो दोनों ऑरिकल्स के बीच में एक पार्टीशन है, उसको हम interatrial septum बोलते हैं। The atrioventricular node is another group of specialized cardiac muscle cells that can generate electrical signals to control the heartbeat, and it is also known as the secondary pacemaker of the heart. Now, signal is delayed a bit at the atrioventricular node to allow the ventricles to fill with the blood. The signal then travels down the septum to the outer walls of the right and left ventricle to stimulate them to contract and pump the blood into the arteries. Means जैसे मैंने आपको valves के बारे में बताया, मैंने आपको और भी जो contraction phase के बारे में बताया, expansion phase के बारे में बताया, तो when the heart expands, the chambers expands, no, तो सिग्नल स्प्रेड हुआ, ब्लड रिसीव हुआ, फिर इट सेंड्स टू द अनदर चैम्बर नो इन द वेंट्रिकल्स एंड ऑल। तो सिमिलरली इसी तरीके से थोड़ा गैप लेके, कुछ पॉज लेके जो है ब्लड को भरने में भी टाइम लगता है, फिर उसको स्क्वीज़ करके फिर उसको आर्टरीज में जाने के लिए भी टाइम लगता है। तो इस तरीके से जो टाइमिंग्स है, दीज आर ऑल काइंड ऑफ नो, इट इज़ कंट्रोल्ड बाय द पेसमेकर। सो देयर आर टू नोड्स हियर, एक है आपका साइनोएट्रियल नोड और एक है आपका एट्रियोवेंट्रिकुलर नोड, ओके। सो व्हेन यू विल रीड द चैप्टर यू विल अंडरस्टैंड मोर, okay। You read it yourself, please. This is my request to all of you children. Please do read the chapter for your better understanding. Alone the video or my explanation won't help you unless and until you read the chapter. Then only the concept will be clear. Now, if the sinoatrial node cannot function, the atrioventricular node takes up the function. मतलब क्या होता है, एक तरह का स्टैंड बाई में ये रहता है हमारा जो AV नोड है। तो जब आपका पेसमेकर जब हमारा काम नहीं कर पाता है, तो उसके सब्स्टिट्यूट में हमारा AV नोड काम करता है, ठीक है। तो ये जो है स्ट्रक्चर्स जो है हमारे इस तरीके से काम करते हैं, ठीक है। तो इफ़ द नेचुरल पेसमेकर्स आर अनेबल टू फंक्शन प्रॉपरली, द हार्ट में बीट टू फास्ट। जब हमारा ये प्रॉपरली नहीं काम कर पाता तो हार्ट की बीटिंग जो है बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाती है, ठीक है। एंड देन स्लोली, फिर इरेगुलरली, तो बीट्स जो है कभी कभी बहुत ज़्यादा फास्ट हो जाता है, बीट्स कभी कभी बहुत स्लो हो जाता है, बीट्स कभी कभी इरेगुलर हो जाता है। इसका मतलब है कि हमारा जो पेसमेकर है, दोनों नोड्स जो हैं वो प्रॉपरली काम नहीं करते। तो इस केस में व्हाट वी डू, वी गो फॉर एन artificial pacemaker and then it is inserted in the heart to restore restore the normal rhythm of the heart. तो जो आपका पेस मेकर है, जो हमारा पेस मेकर है, मेनली ये रिदमिक जो मूवमेंट है ये हार्ट का, इसको कंट्रोल करने के लिए है. Now, so we would like to wind up here, and with this we come to the end of this session. But this is not the end of the chapter actually, since I have already told you children that we have divided this chapter into different series. Few chapters, like just keeping in mind the importance, the concept and all, so we have divided the chapters into different parts. So this part 2 we have studied only about the heart, the beat, how does the heart beat, okay, what is the structure of the heart. So all these things you have learned. So please revise all the things what has been so far explained to you, okay, and go through the diagrams of the chapter, everything. Please just note down carefully wherever the highlighted parts are there, terms are there, do learn those, okay. Like, so in the previous video also I had explained you different terms, I had explained you, I had told you that focus on those things, because in the exams and all, the questions, they can be put up from inside also. Don't depend upon the exercises. Once the concept of the chapter is clear, you will be able to answer from any part, whatever is being asked to you, okay. So thank you once again for watching the video and listening to it. Keep learning and exploring. Stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of yourself. Till then we meet. So bye bye. Thank you so much. God bless you.